Welcome to Hoot's Live Tie. It's your boy Rooster, co-owner, founder, fly tie, executive, guide, stretcher. Oh man, the time flies all day. Got a bunch done. Got some hanging up, but just finished a boatload. So yeah, check that out. Order online, hootscustomflies.com. I'll leave a link in the description. But yeah. Alright, I had a request. Somebody wanted me to dry a dry fly, to tie a dry fly. So I went with my favorite rubber leg stimulator. I love tying these things because I do it so well. Oh, so well. There we go. So right here, A-Rex, right? Most definitely A-Rex all the time. Get this all adjusted right. There we go. That's too rough. There we go. That's still too rough. I'm very picky. I take very good care of my vices. All right. So we got that going on. There we go. All right. So this is a size 10 FW530 Sledge Caddis Dry by A-Rex. I love A-Rex. I haven't typed very many stimulator patterns on this because I just switched over to this pattern or to these A-Rex hooks. I'm just starting to switch over. Let's get this zoomed in better. There we go. Bada bing, bada boom. Let's play. Alright, so I know I'll be hitting my hand off of that a lot. So we're going to start about right about here. Boom. And we're going to go ahead. I got simplify thread. I'm just laying down a nice thread base. Just going to throw down some deer hair. I dig pretty deep into this hook. About right there. Alright. I'm going to find my good pair of scissors. I don't know, they'll be wire, so I'll use my wire scissors. Bada bing, bada boom. There we go. About right there. And we're going to go back up. Alright, so you can get your deer hair. Your deer hair stacker. I'm going to tie this like my favorite color and everything. So I'm going to use, got this from McClellan's Fly Shop in Fayetteville. Deer body hair, rusty brown. This will be your wing and tail, right? What is up? Thank you for joining. Gotta change my chat filter. All messages. There you go. So I got the Simplify 8-aught because we're using deer hair, and it can handle that. The deer hair can handle the extra weight. This is a dry. So what I'm gonna do is give me just a little bit. There we go. Give me a little bit for the tail, about yay much. Do it like I see in the shows. Oh, that was trippy. I don't do that anymore. Alright, and cut it off. And it's also important to get this little down. I don't know if you guys can see, but if you see those little fuzzy things, man, gotta pull that out. Could use a brush, like I like to use a dubbing brush. And just running through that. Bam. 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 Alright. So hopefully that'll give us a really good tail. I'm doubting it. Alright, so I put in a deer hair stacker. Make sure your deer hair stacker ain't got no hair in it. Shaved up my beard. Got all gussied up for my lady. And yeah, it's starting to drive me crazy. What's up? So I'm going to stack this deer hair. Love it. I don't tie this pattern very much because it's pretty loud. Man, do I love it. Right, so we got that for the tail. I want it to be a little poof sticking out, man. I don't want it to be too short, but I don't want it to be too long either. Yeah. All right, so I uncord the thread by spinning it counterclockwise, right? And go over. See how the thread's laying all fat? I hit it twice. Now let's get it. There we go. Pull down. And then kind of just wrap back and forth. All right, now I just like to get this out of my way. So I just go ahead. Get my thread out of the way too. Try not to let go of the tail, because once you let go, you're kind of screwed. There we go. Alright, so we keep our thread uncorded by spinning it counterclockwise, right? There we go. I'm doing touching wraps, not pulling too tight yet. Well, I got a little wild with the non-touching wraps. Shouldn't have let it go. Let's get in there. I'm also holding it up at a little angle too. There we go. Poof. Little poof. There we go. Alright. So I'm just going to kind of trim this out a little bit. There we go. And there we go. All right. Thank you, thank you. Thank you, Ash, very much. All right, so we got this, right? So check this out. Now we're going to run back with some copper extra small wire, ultra wire. I also like the simplify wire too. I think it's non-tarnishing, so and that's what I'm switching to. I'm switching to a lot of simplify stuff. I'll start selling simplify here soon on my website. I think I got some material already for sale. So check it out. I've been tying a lot of woolly buggers and egg suckers and stuff like that. So I got the extra small copper. Oh, getting wild, getting wild. Right here. And like the hardest part of this fly, I really believe, is just the wing. There we go. Yeah, let's take care of this real quick. There we go. There we go. Put that in the keeper. All right, so we got that going. Thanks for the thumbs up. All right. So we're going to go. This is one of my favorite dubbings. Crazy, right, for a dry fly? I know. But here we go. And you just need a little dubbing noodle. This stuff's got spiky and everything, so it makes it look buggy. It's a synthetic, so it definitely floats. And you just need little wisps at a time, man. Like little wisps. Wisps. Neighbor hit me up. Bummer. I would love to, but I'm doing a lot. Just a nice dubbing noodle, like for sure. Look at that. All right, let's back it up just a wee bit more. Thank you, man. I love tying flies, man. But you know what I like more than tying flies? Fly fishing. Another little wisp. I also sell flies commercially for fly shops and stuff. They need help. There we go. Look at this dubbing noodle. Noodle. Alright. Yeah. Got a little thin right there. There we go. I hate it when it does that. Right at the very end. Alright. So this is like the smallest whips you can find and stretch it out like so, right? You can see the little guard hairs in it. I love it. I just love it. That's probably too much. It might be just enough. We'll see. Yeah, it was a little too much. Yeah, I'll make it work. There we go. All right. So now, all right. This is how I see if my hackle works. I don't use no hackle gauge or anything, right? What's up? Thank you for joining. Yeah, tying the old rubber leg stimulator on a Rex hook. Now this is how you don't need a hackle gauge or anything like that. That's just a waste of money and stuff, really. It really is. Just take your hackle and put it where you're gonna use it. And that is perfect. It's right at the point. I like that. So then, this might be a little bit longer down here, but it'll be all right. I'm gonna go ahead, prep it, and teach you a little bit. What I'm pulling off are the barbs off the stem of the feather. Now, how we're gonna do this is I'm gonna tie it in like this. So it's gonna wrap this way. So the first part of the feather that's gonna touch is gonna be this part, the top side of the face. The shiny side's the face. The concave side is the not the face. I guess that'd be the concave. I hope I'm using that word right. Whatever. I'm a fly tire business owner, not a English teacher. Even though I really had some pretty cool teachers. Very patient. I would not waste any time with me back in the day. Holy cow, here we go. Go ahead and wrap down into that. Right. So bam. Bam. There we go. I like to go up and do a little sideways thing and then straight up and down. Like so. Alright. This is where I messed up. I should have my fingers closer. There we go. Alright. Oh, don't you do it, buddy. Try to cross over the top. Like, if you got to catch any, make sure it's on the top. Because we're going to trim up the top a little bit. The reason why I'm rocking it back and forth so I don't catch any on the bottom. There we go. There we go. Oh, I bet you they would. Trout love this color too. I was Fly fishing one day, nothing was working. I was down at Tailwaters of Beaver Dam and everything, and nothing was working. And I was getting pretty pissed. And I seen this moth out of nowhere fall out of the sky and land on the water in this big whatever fish. It was probably a brown trout. I don't know. It just happened so quick, came up and smashed into it. And I was like, I got brown stimulators that look like that. So I threw those with a Hoots River Wand on the dropper, and it was either they'd hit the Hoots or the Rubber Lake stimulator, or hit the Hoots River Wand. So it was pretty fun. And you could tie them out of foam, and they'll float forever. Foamulators and stuff like that, which is pretty cool. Something just fell and hit my toe. Man, maybe some zombie thing. I don't know, man. No, it was the deer hair. All right. So now I'm going to stack some more deer hair. We're going to use a little bit more this time. I always grab way too much. But first, I'm going to show you all a secret so you get a good tail or a good wing. Cut this off. And then cut it at an angle. There you go. I know I'm crazy, right? It's all right. There we go. All right. So you'll need about that much, right? Sometimes I wish I had one of those spaghetti noodle measuring things for this stuff. All right. Now you want to brush out with a dubbing brush, but there's so much I got to do it on my pant leg. So then what I do is I fan it out before I brush it out. And then Friday, I'm going to tie a streamer, bunny bullet skull pin. There we go. If you don't get all this down out, you're not going to get a very good stack of deer hair. There we go. And then I like to do the tips of it. And you'll know when you get it all out because the deer hair will feel different. There we go. And when you stack it, you always put it in tip first. Fart with it a little bit because I'm really picky about how I put this stuff in. There we go. And I kind of swirl it around. There we go. Just kind of, there you go. What falls out, falls out. Hit on the table a few times. Drive the poor neighbor crazy. There we go. All right. Look at that. Nice and stacked, right? And then see, this is a whole bunch. So what we're going to do is grab it by the tips right here. About right there. We're going to pull. All right, so we didn't get very much. There we go. I'm going to do it a few more times. All right, let's check that out. That will work. I got to restack it though. It got ugly on me. It got ugly. Oh, I just dropped that. All right. So we'll get this stacked. There we go. Yeah, that's pretty cool. I'm glad that worked. I'm glad it's still working. The green ones are awesome because they're called Dog Day cicadas, and they're annual. They hatch every year. But brood, man, that was a great hatch. Wasn't like as big as I thought it would be. All right, see, that's what we're going for right there. So what I'm gonna do is take a loose wrap, another loose wrap. I'm gonna pull it straight down, and then we really, really kind of just wiggle through it. Yeah, I got caught up on something. And this you just really just break off with your fingers. If you tie it down like that. There we go. Then we're gonna stop it right there. Now we're gonna trim up all of this crud. Hold it. There we go. Now we're gonna put the hackle on first. So that means we gotta cut this off right here. There we go. So we're gonna prep it just like the other one. Pull. We're gonna pour more off this top row than the bottom row. We'll get that right there. See. We'll put it in face down and catch it. I'm gonna pull it to where the other hackle begins. Right. All right. The reason you do this first, because doing it with the legs on sucks. Yeah. All right. So we got this. I know it looks like a mess, but it'll clean up as we go. All right. So really just need a little bit. I'm going to use this hairline medium orange right here. What's up, everybody? Thank you for joining. And there'll be another live Friday night. I'll be tying some deer hair. I'll be spinning deer hair, but I'm gonna have a different camera angle because I could flip over these things. It's on a stand right now. I'm not a big fan of stands. And when I tie streamers, I need a steady thing because I'm gonna be using like 3/0 200 denier silk thread. That'll be the first time I ever used that Simplify silk thread. Thinking about selling it, but before I sell anything on my website, I test it first. There we go. I gave it 3 wraps. There we go. Pulling down. Cut this. Center it. There we go. Go take it, push it all forward. Always want your back legs a little bit longer than your front legs. Bam. Yeah, it's a little too long for it all there. Bam. There. Very picky. All right, so now we got the wing to tame. So I'm gonna go back, crank down on these. Really good. And this is where we're gonna start our dubbing noodle. We're gonna make it kind of fairly thin, but very long. All right. There we go. Yeah, I screwed up. There we go. And I just kind of pinch it real hard. And there's a different way. I could show you that Friday. I was showing you how to make dubbing noodles and stuff like that. Saves your hands. It really does. All right, so what we're gonna do here is wrap back over the wing to where about right there. Okay. I love this dubbing, and that was that squirrel SLF. You could also just use orange, be old school and whatever, but I mean this works too. So I'm gonna do touch and wrap. You want to hold your wing kind of down, and you don't want to crank on it either. Yeah, there we go. So I was taming it down a little bit, and then we'll go cross over that or add some more and give you another view. There we go. It looks wild. Just watch. Just watch. Oh heck yeah! Go fishing after it rains too. Throw a Hoots River one. That's always fun. Yeah, I'll get those pictures posted once I'm done posting about the vacation thing. And one of your bow pictures I might put on my website. So we can go like that. Oh wait, I'm getting messed up. Go cross, kind of like a figure eight, and then you go back over that way, back over that way, and then we'll crank it there. Pull those back. Bam. Then we'll hit it with this. Sometimes it'll spin on you. First wrap, you kind of want to do light, okay? Yeah. And kind of jump a little bit forward. And go in between. Yeah. Pull these back. Yeah. Give it another wrap for good looks. Yeah. Hit that. Could have made it a little bit, the head of it a little bit better, but there we go with that. we gotta trim some of that out. Let's pluck it. Ah, raw, raw, raw. That was easy. Raw. There we go. Let's fix these legs. Go. Turn that one on too. There we go. All right. There we go. Well, that's whip finish. Since I could have done a little bit better on this one, made the back end too long. I should have dug deeper into the hook. Everything else came out nice. The head's small. It'll be all right. 2, 3, 4. There we go. Whoa, there we go. I see you right there. Don't cut. There we go. There we go. All right. Dry fly. Rubber leg stimulator, man. There we go. Oh, let's take this off right here. There we go. That looks a lot better. All right. Rubber leg stimulator, as requested. Oh, this looks crooked. There we go. Awesome wing. Look at that pretty wing. Oh, that's going to be good, Andy. That's going to light it up, man. But yeah, thank y'all for joining very much. I got to go get my stepson. Y'all be safe. Peace. Oh, Hoot's Custom Flies. It's not fishing, it's catching. Top of the line for the tip of the line. Order online, hootscustomflies.com. Oh, God, drop. Dang it. No, close. Yeah, there we go.